All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about a piece of technology that's been quietly but totally reshaping your online world. It's the secret sauce behind why your favorite brands seem to know exactly what you want. And we're going to pull back the curtain and show you how it all works.
Okay, you know that feeling, right? You're just browsing online, maybe you look at a pair of shoes, and then for the next week, ads for those exact shoes seem to be haunting you, following you all across the internet. It feels a little like magic, or maybe a digital ghost that knows what you're thinking.
Well, spoiler alert, it's not magic. It's data. It's all about how companies are getting really smart about collecting and connecting all those little digital breadcrumbs we leave behind. And in this explainer, we're going to break down precisely how they do it.
So, how do they know? That experience, the one where you abandon your shopping cart and suddenly see ads for it everywhere, that's modern personalization in a nutshell. It feels like a mystery, but it's one we can totally solve by looking at it from the company's perspective.
See, for any business, the holy grail is understanding their customers. But here's the huge problem they face. All the information about you, just one person, is scattered all over the place. It's like trying to build a jigsaw puzzle when the pieces are in a dozen different boxes in different rooms.
Just think about it for a second. The stuff you buy is in one system. The pages you click on their website are in another. Your activity on their mobile app, that's somewhere else entirely. Each one of these is what we call a data silo, and each one only has a tiny piece of the puzzle. It gives them a really disconnected, incomplete picture of who you actually are. So, how on earth do businesses solve this puzzle? Well, they hire a kind of digital detective. And for our story, that detective is the Customer Data Platform, or CDP. Its entire job is to go out, find all those scattered pieces of your data, and finally put them all together. So, what is a CDP, really? At its heart, it's a type of software with one clear mission: to suck in every single piece of data a company has about you from all those different sources we just mentioned, and weave it all together into one single, unified profile. And the ultimate goal here is to create what the industry calls a single source of truth. Now, what that really means is that everyone, from marketing to sales to customer service, is looking at the exact same, complete, and up-to-date picture of you. No more guesswork, no more crossed wires.
So, this all sounds pretty powerful. But how does this digital detective actually connect all those dots? Well, it pretty much follows a straightforward three-step playbook.
First, the CDP just collects everything. It pulls in data from every single place you interact with the company. Then comes the really clever part. It unifies that data into a single profile. It uses a process called identity resolution to figure out that the person using their laptop, the person on the mobile app, and the person who used the loyalty card in the store are all the same person. They're all you. And finally, it activates those insights, basically sharing that complete profile with all the other marketing and sales tools, and it does it in real time.
And what kind of clues are we talking about here? Literally everything. There's your behavioral data, what pages you viewed, what videos you watched. Then there's transactional data, what you bought, what you returned, and of course, demographic data like your general location. The CDP smashes all of this together to build that really rich, detailed picture.
Okay, so we get the what and the how, but why does any of this actually matter? Well, it matters because it creates a fundamentally different and hopefully better experience for everyone involved, for the business and for you. For businesses, it's a game changer. They can finally stop guessing. But for you, the change is way more direct. It's the reason you can call customer service and they already know which order you're talking about. It's why a website can remember your preferences, or you get an email about that one item you actually wanted that's finally back in stock. It's about less noise and more relevance. And this is not some niche thing. By 2025, a massive 81% of businesses are expected to be using CDPs. It is very quickly becoming the new standard.
Now, you might be thinking, wait, isn't this what a CRM does? And that's a great question. It's a really key difference. As you can see here, a CRM is mostly for sales teams to manage their direct conversations with you. A DMP, on the other hand, is for advertisers, and it mainly uses anonymous data. The CDP is that unique piece in the middle. It's the central brain that brings together all the data a company gets directly from you to build that complete picture for personalization.
And all of this brings us to the future. Look, this technology is incredibly powerful. And with great power, well, you know the rest. CDPs actually play a huge role in helping companies manage all this data responsibly. They help them comply with privacy rules like GDPR, which are designed to give you more control over your own information.
And this leads to the big, critical question we all have to think about. We all like relevant experiences, right? But as this personalization gets more and more precise, almost perfect, where do we draw the line between something that's helpful and something that's just invasive? That's the conversation that's really going to define our digital lives from here on out.